Hello, little queens and kings and princesses. My name is Francine Maxwell. I am the president of the NAACP, the oldest, the boldest, the baddest civil rights organization, celebrating 102 years here in San Diego. What we do is when someone feels that they were discriminated against and they were treated bad, we go and we ask why. What is the misunderstanding? And we try to do a restorative circle so that everybody can express what they're feeling and what the issue is. I am so excited to be with you today that I just can't see straight. It's Black History Month. I want you to celebrate yourselves because you're Black. You are born geniuses and you're going to take this world over as soon as you grow up. So anything that you're interested in, put 110% behind it. Today, we're going to be looking at the book, We Are Our Ancestors' Keepers, written by my friend, Charles 3X Alexander. He put his blood, sweat, and tears in this book so that you would have something to read throughout the year. Black History Month is just a month on the calendar, but Black history should be celebrated every day. So you treat yourself special every day, your parents, your grandparents, because they are living history. Our ancestors fought to get you to where you're at today. So I want you to take every day and celebrate it. I'm going to be talking about Marilyn Mosby. She is the youngest, little bit older than you. She is an attorney that went to law school. She was born into a family of police officers. And in her family, she was the first one to go to college. So if you want to go to college, you make sure you work hard and you go to college. But if you want to be a plumber, you want to be a mechanic, you can be that too. And you just be the best plumber and the mechanic that you want to be. You can be anything you want to be. So what she wanted to do was she wanted to go to law school, and she did that in Boston, and she excelled. She had a wonderful time going to college. She interned for some people, and she realized that she wanted to be a bigger attorney. And what that means is that you go up in the ranks. So you start as a regular attorney. You may have your own private practice. You may join a law firm. You may run for a prosecutor. You may run for U.S. attorney. And so she ran to be in 2015. She was the first young attorney for the city of Baltimore. And so what she did is she tried to make sure that everybody's rights were protected. And sometimes she had to go against the police. And being that she had many police officers in her family, it made for some trauma around the dinner table. So, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthdays, holidays, when you guys all get together with families and there's somebody that's having a disagreement, sometimes it's because of their job and how it interferes with other things in the family. But everybody still loves each other and they love on each other. So what she did was she had to stand up and be bold. And students, we want you to stand up and be bold for what's right. So she had to go against some officers there in Baltimore. And it wasn't a good feeling for her, but it needed to be done. And she took the responsibility of being a bold woman and being on the side of right. And so she decided to prosecute. She went to court and she wanted to hold people accountable. And that's what you should do. You should make sure that you hold people accountable if they don't do something that they're supposed to do. You guys need to take the bull by the horn and say, that's not right. I want to work with you to see how we can change it, and you want to make it right. And so it's just very important that you get this book out, not just in the month of February, but you take it out all year long. And you and your family and your friends, you create more reading circles and you find out about everybody that looks just like you. Any given time, there is a moment in this book to solidify, to make sure that it looks just like you. So the state attorney, Marilyn Mosby, she is serving the people of Baltimore. She is changing laws. She's changing ordinances to make it easier for the constituents to make sure that their rights are being adhered to. Well, when you have trauma, you have to decide where you want to go with your trauma. And she decided she wanted to go into the field of law. And you too, if you decide that you want to go in the field of law, you need to explore it and you'll find something that fits you and your personality. So I want to thank you for allowing me to come here with you today to go and look into our book, because it is your book as well. Charles 3X, he put his love in this for you. And I'm hoping that everybody, when we get past this COVID-19 and we're back into our schools, that every classroom library has this in there. And if it doesn't, you call the NAACP San Diego branch and we'll see who we can work with to make sure that every book in the library has one of these. Okay? Thank you for having me.